I have to say that the packaging for Eureka Joe's is about the best there is on the market. It's nice looking, gold foil lined, and has a nice interesting little story on the back. You can tell what you ordered, it's checked off. In this case, I got the Taste of Alaska. It's a 2-pound bag, and it cost me $55 in late March of 2016. It also comes with a little vial for your gold. In the website's description, it says that this is a gold heavy concentrate, which to me means it's been run through a trammel or a sluice. So hopefully it is really clean material and a good concentrate. One thing I'm a little concerned about is that the description also says that it still contains lots of gold. The word still bothers me. That could imply that the base dirt came from an area that had already been worked, but there's still some gold in it. Or that this has been run through a sluice. They picked out all of the big stuff, left the small stuff, but there is still some gold in it. But only time will tell. So let's see what we have. It weighed out at 2 pounds, 0.8 ounces, so it's right on the mark. And right off the bat, I have to say I doubt that this was run through any type of sluice, because there's a lot of fine powder in this that would naturally be washed away by that. It's not an attractive material because it reminds me of cement mix, and you can see it packs down pretty hard there. But it's not what the material is like as much as how much gold's in it. So let's do the classification and get started. This may not be the worst pay dirt I've ever classified, but it's awfully close to it. And the reason is that everything is covered with a very unattractive gray powder that gets everywhere. It wasn't as airborne as some of the others, but it's really bad material. It reminds me a lot of Lyra's Alaskan gold panning pay dirt, very similar in color and texture. It has quite a bit of black sand in it, magnetite, but it's hard to see because the gray even coats the magnetite. But if there's gold in here, I can deal with this. Let's go see what we can find. The visual collection went very well. I got 1 plus 12, 26 plus 20s, and 44 plus 30 pickers, if you allow tweezers to help for picking. One thing I noticed is that in general the gold is blockier, more angular, and not as lustrous as the gold that I know came from placer deposits. So I suspect that this gold might be from hard rock mining. Working through the material, I noticed that in addition to all of the fine powder, there was more organic matter than I've ever seen in any of the other pay dirts I've reviewed. There were sticks, twigs, bits of grass, bits of leaves, pieces of paper, even small pieces of shredded cardboard. So it was really pretty messy material. But as long as it keeps producing a good amount of gold, I don't mind. Let's see what the Miller table can show us. Believe it or not, it's 10 hours later. The problem, although this is a problem I'd like to have more often, was in the plus 50 mesh material. It may not look like it, but there are probably 600 pieces of plus 50 gold that I found. And because I use a Miller table and I pick each one up with a micro tweezers, this took a lot of time. For the plus 70, plus 100, and minus 100, I wimped out and used the snuffer bottle. I do not recommend using a Miller table for this product because this gold is not flake gold like I'm used to with most pay dirts. This is chunky stuff, and because of that, it tends to roll on a Miller table almost as much as the black sand. I highly recommend using a panning technique for this. I think you'll have much better luck. Look at this chunky little devil. So, this I would classify as a very good pay dirt. I'm looking forward to weighing it out. And because I got so much really nice chunky gold, I have to take back every complaint I had about the base material. Yes, it does have a lot of fine powder in it, takes a lot of washing, but I'd rather put up with that and find lots of gold like this. Let's do the weigh out.
All right, moment of truth. 0.791 grams. That's pretty good. Let's see what the numbers look like.